Hey guys, this is Crazy Sean DX, and welcome to another rendition of Praise Appraisal, where I determine if something is worth the praise or not worth the praise. Today we're looking at Paper Mario on the Nintendo 64 for its 20th anniversary. Look, I have a part-time job and a huge backlog of games and YouTube videos to watch and also play.
To start this off, we gotta talk about Paper Mario's predecessor in one of the best RPGs on the Super Nintendo, in Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars. Honestly, a game that I loved playing and came out at a time when people were buying the N64 because game companies seem to never not support old systems when new hardware comes out. They're never gonna learn from that, are they? Of course, a sequel was in the works, but due to the falling out between Square and Nintendo over N64's limited cartridge space and Square's vision for Final Fantasy VII, the game was tweaked into the story we know today as Paper Mario, or Mario's Story in Japan. Now, the basic plot premise of this game, simply put, is kind of a copy of Mario RPG, but people don't seem to mind it as it won critics and fans over to the point that some people won't buy Origami King because it isn't like 64 or Thousand Year Door in terms of gameplay. Still, 20 years later, has the game aged at all, or is all the praise valid?
Well, we're about to find out. This is Paper Mario on the Nintendo 64. Kind of. Played on my Wii U. People still have Wii U's, right?
So the game begins with Mario and Luigi getting an invitation to Peach's castle for a party. Things soon go awry as Bowser shows up to fight Mario to the point of somehow burying his castle under Peach's castle and rising it up into the sky. How in the fuck? Oh, and he stole something called a Star Rod from a place called Star Haven and captured Star Spirits, all shown during the Star opening before the Star title screen of the Star game. Mario is easily defeated and is tossed out of the castle. Amazingly, he survives the fall with a bit of help from the Star Spirits projecting themselves near him and giving him power. We then wake up in Goomba Village, and I think this is a good point to say it's where the game begins, as this is an RPG and explaining the entire beginning is taking too long. All you really need to know is that the Star Spirits are held in different places in the world, and it's up to Mario and up to 8 partners to save the day. Speaking of partners, they're, believe it or not, characters that you'd expect to be minions of Bowser, but this, even if not done as much as one would like, shows the importance of why people love the characters in the first 2 games of the series. Yeah, they're mostly redesigns of existing Mario enemies, something that sadly isn't welcome in the newer entries as much, but this was probably the first time we've seen any sort of creature that you'd usually expect to work for Bowser have a life outside of that. In fact, most of them don't work for Bowser. The game shows that these characters have lives and value but don't have to be a Bowser minion. That they can be their own people. From Goobario, who is named as such because he's the biggest Mario fan, to Sushi, who, by the way, yes, is spelled as sushi with an E at the end, is a caretaker for a bunch of Yoshi babies, to Watt, who helps light the way in areas as well as find hidden blocks, and also when Mario holds him, it looks like he's trying to get someone to take him off their hands. Who wants this baby? Do you want this baby? Do you want this baby? Do you... Yeah, no, I can't even trust you with my stats, so why should I trust you with this baby? My only gripe is that after recruiting them, they don't really get to talk much, and some of them end up being not as useful as they would be in the respective chapters. Such as Lady Bo the Boo. Or is it Bow? I don't know. Only times I've ever really utilized her was in Chapter 3 as a main thing to avoid enemies, and Tuppa Blubba, who, by the way, is legitimately terrifying at times, but is a total pushover by the end of the chapter after he, reunites with his heart?
Context is very important sometimes.
Chapter 4, when I need to be transparent for a couple of times, and I think the final chapter for one specific part. Outside of those moments, she wasn't really used at all, even in battle. Hell, as weak as Goombario would be, even he had a use. Until a specific equipment made him useless anyway. Sorry, Goombario. Speaking of equipment, the primary kind in this game are the badges, which, when worn, give certain effects such as being able to jump on spiky enemies, make certain enemies miss every now and then, and even raising your stats without a need for a level up. Almost all of them require you have enough badge points except for 5 of them, which largely just add a sound to when you smack your hammer. I ended up going on a search for these badges because I thought there was something special to equipping all 5 at once, only to find that the something special was actually on one of them already.
I'm sorry, what did Super Mario Wiki say about this again?
That is not an odd mechanical noise. That is a woman being pleasured by their significant other. And with full consent! Anyway, some of the badges add new attacks that you can do, such as Quake Hammer and Power Jump, and use something called Flower Points, or FP for short. How you primarily increase these, like with badge points and also HP, is via leveling up. And I'm sorry, but this ends up being my one grievance with the game, out of possibly 3. So, how you level up is that you earn star points. For every 100 star points, you will level up, and then you have the option to raise either health, FP, or badge points. The problem with this is as you level up, the enemies you fight give you less and less star points as time goes by. Normally this wouldn't be an issue, as it would just be a grind when facing weaker enemies. But they take it one step further, with weakest enemies giving 0 star points, making battles with them completely pointless as if this were Sticker Star. See, with the usually what you'd expect experience system, you earn EXP regardless of your level, and that it'd just be a set amount and would stay tiny af. It wouldn't be much, but it'd still be some kind of reward towards leveling up. Here, they take that away, and I just don't understand why. It's especially annoying because these enemies will still attack you and waste your time, while even running away would be a waste of time and coins, so you either risk some damage or some coins over freaking Goombas. Also, this game has a few moments of paper aesthetic. 0 out of 10, where's Paper Mario game? Okay, in all seriousness, I never truly got the criticisms of the latter games having a paper aesthetic. I mean, hell, it's literally in the title that the games have a paper aesthetic. However, I think I know one reason why people don't like it in the newer games, or at least I can guess. Subtlety. The first few games not only didn't make it painfully obvious that the world is a book and everyone is paper, but the environments didn't even look like it was made of paper and cardboard like in later games. So, yeah, I guess I can see where they're coming from, but me? I personally enjoy the paper aesthetic across all 6 games, so what do I know? Though I could do without the white outline of the characters in newer games. Hello, yes, does nobody want this baby?
Jesus.
Guys, I don't know what y'all are scared of, I'm just offering you a baby. Honestly, though, I don't even think the best part of this game is the gameplay so much as it is the writing and the world building. This game, as I said about the partners, shows that there are other areas completely different from each other in the Mushroom Kingdom, with Goombas in a village, Koopas in their own little town, a mansion of boos, and even boos of a slightly different color due to where they themselves live in terms of a Gusty Gulch. Just call it a desert, guys. It's kind of a desert. All of these characters are surprisingly fleshed out merely just by not being affiliated with Bowser, and I end up wanting to know more about all of them. And that includes some of the bosses, from King Goomba with his doofy look, to Kimmy Koopa, who refuses to question Bowser's orders, even though he actually thought Peach would tell him Mario's weaknesses, and fully believes her when she tells him that a freaking mushroom is something Mario hates. How do you not know your own enemy, you big galoot? To my personal favorite in Captain Shy Guy. I don't know what it is about this one, but I love him so much. He comes off as trying to be serious, even though he's hot-headed and kinda goofy with it. Hell, even the Toads are able to stand out, as evidenced by the letters we receive. Toads that look like every other Toad have names. I don't think a single Sticker Star Toad has a name, and Paper Mario on the N64 went out of their way to give the copy ones, as well as different-looking other ones, names. Some of this may come off as low effort, or even as if we're too easily pleased, but again, Sticker Star. Jump, 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 jump. Oh, hit coins. Oh god, no! Oh. Funny, I expected this to go much more poorly. Yeah, that sounds more like it. A Shy Guy stole my dictionary. Please get it back from him. I'm losing IQ points. QAnon isn't a conspiracy hive. Deleting emails is a crime. MAGA Twitter. Oh god. I am so sorry, my body can't handle spewing that much bullshit.
And that is Paper Mario on the Nintendo 64. So, how much praise do I think this is worth?
Even with the faults I have with this game, as well as no means to really permanently raise your defense and such, this game is a timeless classic. It aged like fine wine to the point that I feel like anyone of any generation can play this game and fall in love with all the characters and the world that they've made in this game. If you have a Wii U, it's only $10, which, in my opinion, is a goddamn steal. Please, find a means to play this game. You will not regret it.
Okay, given how long that took to get done, especially given the fact that, it took a lot longer due to the fact that I have other stuff to do in my life, I'm gonna hold off on reviewing RPGs for the most part until, I make sure I have the time. Sorry, Gen 1 Pokemon games, you'll get yours soon. How the fuck am I supposed to review 3 games that are RPGs at once, like that, and in time for a video?
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this to the end. If you liked this video, leave a like and post a comment down below. If you really liked it, subscribe to the channel and click that bell to get notified of when I upload. Do you enjoy SpongeBob? Who doesn't? I did a video on the new SpongeBob game, Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, which you can click in the description below or, for a time, on the card that'll pop up on the screen soon. I also have a gameplay/archive channel called CSDX Gameplay if you're interested, even if I almost never upload there. As for the $10 Patreon shoutouts, still none yet, but you can be one of those people if you choose the option to become a patron. Reminder, it is entirely optional to do so and you are not required. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, take care, be safe, Black lives fucking matter, love wins, and please remember to stay awesome. Bye bye now.